All right, what's up, y'all? I just finished running 5 miles a day. Well, it's tomorrow, y'all, today. But I just finished running. I just finished running 5 miles a day, and I just wanted to make a video on why I believe it's important to exercise. We were having this, and what motivated me to run a little longer today is that we were in Arizona a couple of days ago. About 2 days ago when we ran, it was me and like four other guys, and one of the guys was kind of like struggling a little bit when it came to running, right? Having to constantly stop, walking a little bit. But ultimately, he finished the run, did a great job. But I was like, man, you should try to run at least 1 mile a day, because the heart is one of the most, if not the most important muscle in the body. And when you run, you're exercising the heart. You're pumping the blood faster through the heart. So, sorry. But here's I want to say 5 to 7 reasons why I believe that, maybe not run 5 miles a day, but you should at least move your body, right? You should at least move your body every single day. All right, number one, it creates discipline. So like every time I show up to run, even when I don't feel like it, it builds trust with myself and discipline, right? Even though I don't want to run, for me, I don't like running at all, actually. But I know what it does for my body. Growing up, and my discipline and my mindset, growing up playing basketball and playing sports, I ran a lot. If it was football, we ran gashers. If it was basketball, we ran suicide sprints, all type of things. And what it does, it helps you get in shape, yes, but it builds discipline and it builds mental toughness. It builds that fourth gear, that fifth gear, that sixth, seventh gear. So then you can start pushing a little harder when things get harder, right? And then also discipline builds confidence. The more disciplined we are, the more confidence we have. The more disciplined we are, the more trust we have in ourselves, which breeds confidence, right? Number 2, physical movement clears mental clutter. Running is like a reset button. It clears my head. It helps me think better. When I'm stuck in business of life, I move my body. Yeah, so physical movement clears mental clutter. When I'm running and I'm either listening to my worship music or listening to something motivational, or sometimes not listening to music at all or listening to anything at all, it helps me clear my mind because I'm focusing on my run. I'm focusing on not tripping over, I run in the street, not tripping over rocks or tripping over myself, or I'm focusing on if cars are coming, right? So it clears my mind and it gives me this mental clarity that I need in order to keep going and pursue my day, right? Those things matter a lot. Number 3, your body is the first business that you run. And that's a good one, right? That's such a good one, right? Before the LLCs, before the events, the networking, the first thing that I own is my body. If I can't manage my body, how can I really manage anything else? And I'm not saying that you have to be in shape or that you have to be this workout guru in order to be successful. But if you can manage your body, if you can discipline your body, if you could manage these things, man, everything else becomes a lot better. Because if you're gonna manage what you care about and discipline yourself and move your body and exercise and really get down to the nitty gritty when it comes to keeping your body in shape, then you can manage anything. Because the body is is the hardest thing to manage. And the older you get, the older that we get, the harder it is to manage. So we want to do the work on the front end and not have to do it on the back end. It's just like business. It's just like, anything, trading. The better we can manage and be better stewards, the better we will be. And yesterday I was at a Bible study, Travis Green's. I was at the Faith Center. at Pastor Tudman's Bible study, and Travis Green was there, and he was like, God is going to provide blessing. God is going to provide provision. But also, God is not in charge of the management. We are in charge of the management. So how we manage our bodies is going to be a reflection of how we manage everything else in life, or can be a reflection, right? Also, energy is currency. The more energy you have, the more you're able to do well in life. If you're overweight, you're sluggish, you're always tired, you're always, moping around, I can't do this, I can't do that. The less energy you have to accomplish the things that you want to do. We just went on a 21-day tour, 7 cities, 14 events. If me, myself, and my other 2 guys, Cy and Drew, were out of shape, mentally and physically, then we wouldn't have been able to finish the tour. But because we were all in pretty good shape, Drew had lost 30, 40 pounds. Cy, loves boxing, loves combat sports. I love to run, play basketball. Because we were in shape, we were able to finish the tour with great enthusiasm. Now, were there times where we were like, man, we need a little bit of rest? Of course, rest is important. But because we were in shape, we were able to give people massive amounts of energy. About 1,000 people showed up during those 7 days. We were able to give them all of the energy and the attention that they needed and that they were seeking because we were in physical condition. How you doing, boss? You all right? All right. Number 5 is stress management and emotional mastery. Running teaches us how to breathe through discomfort. It's not just about fitness, it's about emotional control. When one of the guys was running with us in Arizona, I was teaching him. I was like, hey, when you're running, how do you become better and have more stamina? I said, you need to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Right? Because that's how you deal with instead of huffing and puffing, you got to learn how to control your breathing, control your body, control your exertion, right? You have to learn how to do those things. Number 6 is health is the ultimate flex, and that's real. You can't fully enjoy the money or your success or the relationships without your health, right? Don't wait until something breaks in order to fix it. Let's have provision. Let's have activation. Let's be proactive instead of reactive. Let's not wait till things break down. Let's not wait till our bodies fail us or start to fail us in order to be better. No, let's start it on the front end. So on the back end, we don't have to worry about those things. And number 7, long runs build long-term vision. Yes, long runs build long-term vision. Now that's a good one. Right? And so the 5-mile run, it isn't really just about today. It's about showing up for your future self. It's about playing the long game, just like in business, just like in trading, right? Staying in the game long enough in order to become good enough so you could end up being profitable enough, right? Every mile is a reminder to pace myself and to keep going. And when I'm running these 2 miles, these 5 miles. The most I think I've ever run was like 10 miles. Sheesh. What's happening is that now I am giving myself a long vision, right? And I look at it like this. It's like when I'm running, I'm not necessarily trying to run the fastest. No, I'm trying to stay in the game the longest. So I'm not running my fastest right away. No, I'm not. I'm not running at full speed. I'm keeping a pace, right? A steady pace, and I'm gradually getting better. I'm gradually getting stronger, right? Because I want to outlast people. I want to be the person that is going to be here for 5 years from now. I want to be the person that's going to be here 10 years from now. I don't want to be a one-hit wonder. I want to be this guy has done this, made it great, and then did it again. right? Being a one-hit wonder sucks. I don't want to live off of what I did 10 years ago in 10 years. That's great, but I want to build a catalog of success. I want to build a catalog of being in physical condition. I want to build a catalog of showing results and helping people out. And that's one of the things that me running allows me to do, right? It allows me to do that. I'm building a long-term vision because I'm playing the long game. Why am I running right now? Because when I'm 70 and 80 and 90, if God blesses me with that amount of time, I want to be here. I want to be able to say, because I was in my 20s and my 30s, and I was constantly exercising. I was constantly in shape. I was constantly eating, decent foods. I'm here now. I can walk now. There's so many people in the world that are suffering, especially in America, that are suffering from things that we could have prevented a long time ago based off of what we ate, based off of how we're exercising, man. And I want to be one of those people. So I ran 5 miles a day. I'm not saying that you have to, but maybe it's good for you too. Anyways, make sure you like, subscribe, share. And also, we have a free Telegram down below if you want to learn how to trade. If you want to learn more about Forex, more about crypto, click the link below. Anyways, stay tuned in so you don't get tuned out.